Hello, listeners. Welcome to Forex with Ntombi. If this is your first time, you are welcome. I hope you enjoy it here. Please feel free to check out my previous episodes, especially the first introduction episode, so that you can understand what this channel is all about and what to expect from it. You'll also get to know a little bit more about me. You know what I do and why do I even do it. Hey there, residents of Forex with Ntombi. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. I've been doing my bit, in trying to take care of myself. I haven't done any episode in a while. I think it's been 3 weeks. It is because doing an episode requires a voice, and guess what? When the voice says no, the voice says no. And there's nothing that Ntombi can do about it. The voice said no, and I could not do, any episode because I couldn't talk. Of course, not like I couldn't talk, but you get what I mean. I couldn't talk. What am I saying? Yes, I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk because doing an episode requires me to talk a little bit longer. I always talk, of course, with Ntombi residents, I talk a lot. So I had to kind of preserve my voice for Ntombi residents, but I'm here now. Talking to you, Forex with Ntombi residents. Thank you so much for tuning in today again. So let's get straight to it. Today's topic is how to stay focused. I'm going to share three things that will help you. Obviously, everything that I'm sharing in this podcast or in these episodes, I'm sharing my experiences. I'm sharing other people's experiences. Sometimes you may not relate to what I talk about, but sometimes you may relate to what I talk about, and you may also find, a way to use this information in your own life. Someone gave me a nice feedback and said, you know what, Ntombi, I wouldn't be trading today if I didn't find your blog, because I always looked at Forex trading as this scammy thingy. Of course, we all know that this industry has been bombarded with lots of fraud, scamming and so this person said, I wouldn't have traded if I didn't find your blog. And this person continued and said, with all the tips that I've been sharing in these episodes, he's been using it in other areas of his life. So yeah, I get a lot of that from a lot of people, that even though this is a Forex podcast, a lot of lessons that people are getting from here, they can actually use in other areas of their lives. Of course, it is because, like I always say, we cannot separate ourselves from people who trade and people who, do other stuff. Trading psychology to me is all about how we behave in the markets. That is the best explanation that I can give anyone who asks me, Ntombi, what is trading psychology? I'm not going to try and bombard you with fancy words. Ntombi, what is trading psychology? It is our daily behaviors in the markets. A lot of people are failing in the markets not because they don't know how to trade. A lot of people are failing in the markets not because they have crappy strategies. A lot of people are failing simply because they want to manage the money, but they don't know how to manage themselves. They want to make money, but they don't know how to keep it. And not knowing how to keep the money has got nothing to do with the trading strategy, but it has everything to do with their behaviors. So that is why I started this channel, so that I can share practical tips, things that are working for me, things that are working for my mentees, things that are working for other people. So I hope today's episode is going to add some value in your trading. So let's get started. Me and my long introductions. Oh my God. Don't treat it as a community project. That is the first thing that you need to do. You want to stay focused. You want to focus in your trading. You must stop treating it like a community project. When you start a community project, you will have a lot of people, who will have a say on how things should be done, how finances should be managed, how this and this and that. A lot of people are able to voice out their opinions because it is a community project. You may be the one who started it, But if you are starting a community project, you have other people involved in decision making because it is a community project. Do not make that mistake of treating your Forex account as a community project. Let me just make an example of what exactly do I mean in this context, treating your Forex account as a community project. You open your live account, you start on demo, of course, then you open your live account, then you tell everybody who cares to listen that you are now a trader. I've been there, done that, and it did nothing but, put me under a lot of pressure. And also you are raising expectations, about you. Now you are like teaching other people to have some expectations and some opinions, about your trading, because you are literally involving them. You are treating it like a community project. When you open your live account, if you want to stay focused, I'm sharing this because there was a time in my life when I treated my Forex account as a community project. I don't treat my Forex account as a community project anymore. So I'm going to share how I moved from a state of treating my account as a community project to treating it like I do now. I stopped talking about it. Simple. I stopped talking about it because I realized that every other person that I was talking to regarding my Forex account, they all had the same mentality that you are going to fail. Then they always had references of, so-and-so did it, they failed. I tried it, I failed. 95% of people are failing in the markets. It was because I was giving these people, I was kind of like handing them rights to talk to me about my Forex account because I was the one who was involving them. I'm very active on social media, and I always say to people, you teach people what they should talk to you about on social media. People know that on social media I talk about, of course, I talk about my food. I talk about what I do, which is, Forex and stuff. There are a lot of other stuff that are happening in my life that I do not talk about on social media. The people that are connecting with me on social media, they also do not talk to me about stuff that I do not talk about on social media. You see, I don't go out of my way to say to these people, please don't talk about this, with me. Please don't talk about. I kind of like just taught them just by how I conduct myself or how I conduct my social media platforms and the things that I usually talk about. I talk about food. People find it easy to talk about food with me because I have opened that door that it is okay to discuss food with me. I have opened that door that it is okay to discuss. You can tell me about your child because, I tell people about my child on Facebook. I tell people about my child on social media. So this has also kind of like opened the door, for people to ask, how's your son? Because I'm the one who speaks about my son on social platforms. Okay, if I wasn't saying nothing about my son on social platforms, the people that I connect with on Facebook or whatever platforms, where I'm active, they wouldn't be asking me such things. The other day I was reading comments and also going through my inbox. Then I showed my son and I was like, why are these people always asking how is your son as if they know you? But I was like saying, this to him as if like, I was teasing him in a way. Then I said to him, this thing will make you think you are more important than me. Of course, we were just joking around. But I taught these people, I gave them the right to ask me about my son, because when my son wrote his matric, I told everybody last year. When he passed his matric, I told everybody last year. If I didn't say that, no one would be asking me this year, Dombe, how did you cope with your son when he was doing matric? How did you cope with the stresses? How did you assist him? I opened that door because I spoke about it. So it's the same thing with your trading account. People will talk to you provided you are allowing them to have a say in your trading account. When we are on social media, we do not control what other people think of us, but we can control what we put out. right? We can control what we put out. On social media, I don't find people saying to me, or talking about, for instance, I don't have people talking to me about the stuff that I don't talk about on social media. People on social media know that I'm married, but I also just don't publicize that part of my life. So I don't get people asking me about my marriage. I don't get people asking me about my other businesses a lot because I don't publicize it. But I get people asking me a lot about Forex because that's what I chose to put out there. So I handed them the rights to. If you want to talk to me, we can talk about food. You can ask me about Forex. You can ask me about this and this and that. The things that I usually just, talk about. So when it comes to my Forex account, I used to do that a lot. I will tell friends, I will tell family members, and these people will always have, this is now my experience, most of them will be, actually all of them will be like, we will see how this is going to end. It is going to end in tears because, of course, as far as trading is concerned, a lot of people have been scammed. We can't run away from that. We cannot shy away from that. It is still happening up to this date. That is why I did an episode on Forex scams are on the rise in 2021 since COVID-19. It is because it is still happening. But I had to teach, I had to move away from allowing people to feel like I should be discussing my trading account. So when I had a great day, I would feel great because I'd be like, yeah, I did so well, come and see. But when I had bad days, I would then feel depressed because not only because I had a bad day, I would also feel depressed because now kind of like created a space where I had to explain myself to other people because I was the one who actually said it's okay. You can ask me how much I made today. So when I'm making money, I didn't mind. When I was making money, I didn't mind them asking me because I wanted them to know that I made money. But when I had challenges, I didn't want no one to be asking me, and people were still asking me. When I had margin calls, I could not now stop it because you were asking me because I had taught them that it's okay to talk about how much I have made and. So I had to put a stop to that so that I can have a peace of mind. It also increased my level of focus because now instead of me focusing on, oh my God, I'm sitting at this loss, let me close it. What are they going to say when they ask me? What am I going to say next time? Then I would be worried about a whole lot of other things instead of focusing on getting things right. I stopped it. Then it increased my focus. My focus increased. Then I was able to say, okay, this is sometimes you don't even have to say to people, don't ask me. You just stop talking about it. They will get the message easy. Because of course, I'm the one who started talking about it. Just to be honest, I'm the one who started bragging that, hey guys, I'm making money. I kind of like opened the door. Now they wanted to know on a daily basis, are you still making money? Are you still making money? So when I had a bad day, it was like a challenge for me because now I felt like I had people, that I had to report back to my community because my Forex account was a community project and I turned it, like that to be a community project. So I stopped and I had peace of mind and I could focus even more because I didn't have to worry about nobody. So that is the first thing that you can try. If you are currently sitting in a situation where you feel like people are too nosy, people want to know your business, guess what? You actually taught them that it is okay to ask you about these. People are not going to ask you about stuff that you don't talk about. They are not going to ask you about stuff that you don't talk about. I talk about my fitness journey all the time. People are now asking me about it because I'm talking about it. But I started, the clean eating stuff and, weight loss journey, but I wasn't talking about it. And no one was asking me about it. Now people are asking me publicly because I'm the one who said, hey guys, it's okay now, we can talk about this. I sent that message, by talking about it in public. So when people ask me about my weight loss journey, I don't get surprised because I'm the one who said, hey guys, we can also talk about this. I told them. So you teach people what to talk to you about. If you don't want people to talk to you about your Forex account putting you under pressure, stop treating it like a community project. Okay, keep it private. I think this is something that I've covered already. Keep it private. I'm not saying hide it. Keep it private. There's a difference between hiding something and keeping it private. I don't hide the fact that I'm married, for instance, but it is a private matter. It's not a matter that I talk about on Facebook. I've already made an example. People know that I'm married, but it's not something that I have like, guys, come, let's talk about, my home stuff. There are a lot of things that I don't talk about, my home stuff, my home things that I don't talk about. And I'm not hiding it, but I'm keeping it private. There's a difference. So I'm not saying hide your Forex account and hide from people and say, no, I don't trade when you know that you trade, because you are also going to disalign yourself with the money. You don't need to hide to hide it, but you can keep it private. By keeping it private, I'm making an example about my life. Most of you, maybe you do follow me on social media. You don't even know my husband's name. A funny story. People stumble upon my blog because they are searching for Tombi's cars, Tombi's children, Tombi's husband. And I see this, I'm like, people are searching for this? Wow, okay. Okay. So people don't know this because I don't talk about this. But people know what I ate yesterday. Even today I'm going to post what I'm going to eat. People are going to know what I'm going to eat today. People are going to know because this is something that I openly talk about. It is not because the other stuff that I don't talk about because I'm hiding. No, I am just choosing what I want people to talk to me about and putting it out there, So you do the same with your Forex account. I can talk and talk and talk the whole day. Let me move on to the next point. Just keep it private. You are not hiding it. You are keeping it private. And also just treat it like your bank account. Treat it like your bank account. I don't see anyone on Facebook waking up in the morning and they take, let me just not say every morning, month end. Let's just talk about month end. Or people who are running businesses and now it's month end, they are closing their books or whatever. Then they take a screenshot, then they say, hey guys, this is how much I made this month. I don't see people doing that. I don't do that. My circle don't do that. It is because it is a private matter. It is a private matter. So treat it like your bank account. When I do my training sessions, I do my training sessions via TeamViewer. So I always say to people, especially people, most people come to my class, but like they've never used TeamViewer before, so they don't know how it works. So I need to give them some tutorials sometimes just to show them how it works, so that they can also feel free when I connect, and remote control their computer, so that they don't feel all weird thinking I'm clicking on stuff that I shouldn't be. I love saying that, and I laugh a lot, of course, when I say it. I love saying that, hey guys, please do not have your bank statement opened when you give me your TeamViewer, details. Because when I land in your computer, I'm going to see your bank statement. And we will laugh about it because most people know that this bank statement, it has got nothing to do with how much you have. Most people treat it privately. So I say, I know I treat my bank statement privately. You will never see me screenshotting my bank statement and posting it on my WhatsApp status on social media. A lot of people are like that. So treat it like a bank statement. If you publicize your bank statement, okay, I don't know what to say because you probably publicize your trading account as well and you are putting yourself under pressure. So if you are treating it like your bank statement, nobody's going to ask you that. So tell me, Tombi, how much do you have today in your account? No one is going to ask me that. But if I can start from today and be like, every day, hey guys, it's Friday. This is what I made this entire week. Then I post amounts. I'm teaching people now to put me under pressure because people will be like, we want to see if she's going to keep up with this amount. I'm putting myself under pressure. Every time I go trade, I am going to have an inflated ego that is going to say to me, you need to prove a point. You need to prove a point to these people that you can do it. Guys, remove yourself from unnecessary pressure. It is so unnecessary. So to stay focused, you need to eliminate any distraction. So these are the smaller things that might seem like, it's nothing. I'm just talking to my colleagues. I'm just talking to my friends. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. But you are putting yourself under pressure because you are not just sharing anything. You are sharing Forex trading. And what do 90% of people think about Forex trading? They think Forex trading will chow your money because everyone has been taught that trading Forex is just you get a cell phone and you don't need to put it in any effort. You don't need to work on yourself. You just need a cell phone and $100 and voila, you make thousands. That is the story that we've been sold. So people need to move away from that and unlearn that this is actually not the truth. The truth is we can make money in the Forex market, but these are the steps to take. We also need to work more on ourselves before we can attempt to work on the money. So most people are focusing on strategies and they're neglecting all these other parts. I don't blame them though, because 95% are saying the same thing. 95% are saying the same thing. They are saying it's easy money. You don't need to bother yourself with any education. You can just, go and self-teach and, voila, you can do it successfully. You don't need to work on yourself. You are okay like that with your bad habits. With your bad habits. Sorry guys if I make you feel bad. Also used to have like bad habits. I'm still working on some bad habits. I need to stop talking a lot though, because I'm starting to think it's also a bad habit. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to share today. That you must stop treating it like a community project so that nobody feels like feel like they have a right to ask you how much you made today, because you are not discussing these with them. This is your private affair. Then I said number 2, you treat it like you keep it private. You are not hiding it, you are keeping it private. Also made an example. I hope my example made sense. You are keeping it private, but you are not hiding it. And you also need to make sure that you treat it like a bank statement. Treat it like your bank statement, and you will see your level of focus will increase. Your level of focus will definitely increase because you won't be you won't be putting yourself under unnecessary, pressure. You are, a sole decision maker in your trading account, but it's impossible if you are involving everybody. So maybe you are saying, but in time my friends are also trading. Your friends are also working. Do you sit around in month end and open each other's bank statement and share? I don't think you do that. Your friends are also running businesses. Do you sit in the table and say, so this is what I made, then you discuss and you go all take screenshots and you all post on WhatsApp status? You don't do that. So even though your friends are also trading, I am not saying do not speak to your friends, guys. Speak to your friends by all means. But what I'm saying is, it is your project. It is not a community project. No one else should feel like they have a right to talk to you about it because you are putting yourself under so much pressure. People will be like, I'm waiting for 3 months because I know so and so who did it and they failed on their second month and. Of course, there are a lot of stories that people can refer to. References, there are like many references. I also have like lots and lots of references. I can also use myself as a reference. If I gave up, I would be on those stats, that, I tried and I failed, but I didn't give up. And here I am today trying to assist you. So please, guys, keep it real and just treat it like, your business. It's your business. It's your affair. If you want to have a successful relationship, you do not wake up every day and start making calls, calling your friends, your colleagues, your relatives, telling them about, these are the details of what we spoke about. My husband and I spoke about this, like you are reporting back to some community. Of course, guys, don't stay in an abusive relationship. If you are in an abusive relationship, involve the community by all means. But do not just involve the community. Nobody wakes up in the morning. I don't know if there's someone like that. You wake up in the morning, you start making notes of all the things that you and your husband did last night or yesterday or today. Then you start sending notes, voice notes. I'm gonna say voice notes because I love voice notes. Then you start sending voice notes to the community, your friends, your colleagues, your church members, you send voice notes and they're like, hey guys, this is what we did yesterday. Like, you are reporting back to the community. It's a private affair. You don't do that. So yeah, guys, please do take care of yourself and happy trading till next time. Bye.